East Midlands Railway is a train operating company in the UK which operates intercity and suburban services. Despite the Midlands name, it spreads as far as Liverpool and Crewe in the west to Norfolk and Cleethorpes on the east coast, as well as the capital London. The longest route is between Liverpool and Norwich, covering 252 miles in about 5 hours and 20 minutes, with up to 5 trains a day. It calls at 141 stations in total, of which 132 are step-free to some degree, and 96 of these stations are managed by East Midlands Railway. Weirdly, 4 stations are also managed by East Midlands, but their trains don't even stop there. Anyway, this is done via numerous key services, so let's start at the capital. From here we have the East Midland Connect services with trains to Corby every 30 minutes throughout the day. There are also 2 trains an hour to Nottingham, with one of these trains also calling at Loughborough, East Midlands Parkway and Beeston. One of these trains a day also splits at Kettering, heading up to Melton Mowbray. Definitely pronounced that wrong. One of the intercity services is to Sheffield with 2 trains an hour, with one of these calling at Loughborough, East Midlands Parkway and Long Eaton, and 2 trains a day also call at Belper. Heading north now towards Leicester, we have 1 train every 2 hours to Grimsby Town via Newark and Lincoln. 2 trains extend further to Cleethorpes, and there's also 1 train every 2 hours to Lincoln, calling at Bleasby. Right now, for the longest service on the East Midlands Railway routes, heads from Liverpool Lime Street to Norwich via Manchester, Sheffield, Nottingham, where some trains also start and terminate, Crantham, Peterborough, and Thetford. Most stations aren't called at except for some of the first and last trains of the day. Next we have the hourly service from Nottingham to Skeggy via Grantham. Some stations are served far less than this. There is also essentially an hourly service from Peterborough to Lincoln Central via Sleaford. Some trains extend further to Doncaster, with 1 late night service also extending down further to Newark Northgate. Another fairly sizable route is the one from Crewe to Newark Castle, once an hour. There is also an hourly service from Matlock to Nottingham and from Nottingham to Worksop. There are also 4 trains a day from Newark Northgate on the East Coast Main Line to Lincoln Central, and also 2 trains every hour between Barton-on-Humber to Cleethorpes. And finally, to summarise it all off, there's a very rare 2 trains a day service in the early hours of the morning from Nottingham to Norwich via Melton Mowbray. An anytime single between Liverpool Lime Street and Norwich will set you back £124.20 or £205.70 for an anytime return within a month. There are also 2 main depots in the route, including one near Derby and the other near Nottingham. It's also well known that a few trains are also stored near Bedford. The East Midlands Railway franchise is a little complicated, dating back to 1982, where 2 divisions of British Rail were involved: regional railways and intercity. I'll be making videos on those soon. But on March 1997, regional railways was privatised into 8 different franchises. The one of interest to us is Central Trains, who ran between March 1997 and November 2007. They were also mentioned in our cross-country video here, if you want to check that out. Similarly, Intercity was disbanded into 6 sectors, with the Midland Main Line running between April 1996 and 2007 being the one of interest to us. Now, what happened in 2007? Well, restructuring, that's what. And in June 2007, the DfT awarded the East Midlands franchise to Stagecoach, which consisted of the Midland Main Line route and the Liverpool to Norwich route from Central Trains. 10 years later, there was another bid for the East Midlands franchise, and it was announced that Abellio were to operate the route until the 16th of October 2030. Now, they currently run at least 114 trains according to their website, and to be precise, they include a variety of Bombardier Voyagers on the Midland Main Line routes, a load of Siemens Desiro trains, which are on their London to Corby East Midland Connect routes, and also a variety of Sprinters and Bombardier Turbostars on most of their regional routes. Other future developments include replacing the Class 222s with 33 5-carriage Class 810s, which are expected on the Midland Main Line in 2024. These are somewhat similar to most other intercity trains we see on LNER and Great Western Railway today. East Midland Railways is also investing across the network of their stations, for example. Anyway, vote for who you want the next operator to be in our community poll here. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.